So let's start the session. So hi, I'm Kamaldeep Kaur and my Instagram is KD Kaur Gallery. So most of the people know me by KD Kaur. And I started my art journey in 2014 and then I did multiple art exhibitions, workshops, but I was initially not from the art background. But then I changed my stream to arts, and after that I also taught in school, and then now I'm in Canada. I did Dove exhibition last year, and I was also part of artist project, and now I'm also currently will be doing the next year's artist project. So I would like to do a small workshop with you guys to show what type of work I do and what mediums I use. So today we're gonna start with this workshop, which will include about some brief introduction about folk art and why folk art is important in our life. Then I will talk about watercolor, the basic understanding of watercolors, how to do the basic techniques. If you're the beginner in the watercolors, or if you want, you can also practice with the brushes. And then I will be doing a small demonstration. I have also shared a page with you guys what I will be making, but in case if you haven't received, you can also work on your style and you can practice watercolor on anything that you like to make. So what is folk art? So basically the folk art is, what I will say is, it's done by the local artists of every country. They have their folk art, and it's basically about storytelling. How you do storytelling. It doesn't matter the image has to be perfect, it has shadows or not. It's the important thing is to show people what they wanna communicate and to tell about what stories they wanna share from generations to generation. So mostly the folk artists are those ones who are been doing it from one generation to another, and it follows. So the mostly they have detailing in it. They have colorful images and representing by using flowers, plants, and some geometrical figures. So it's a sweet composition, and I really like to use it. So for my art, I use Rajasthani miniature painting, which is, the main focus about storytelling is about gods. And if you go about the Mughal miniature painting, the main focus is about kings, queen, their stories, and also for the Krishna. So from that one, I will be doing watercolors, and for doing that, so let's talk about watercolor. So it's an easy medium, to be honest, if you can control water and if you know the watercolors. It's easy to do acrylic, it's easy to do, I think oil also, because you know how to play with the brushes. So for watercolors, for right now, if you're a beginner, you can use you can get a dollar watercolor sheet from Dollarama. That's only $3, so you can use this one to practice. I always choose 300 GSM because it's easy and it holds water. Otherwise the water, it goes and the images, it doesn't look nice. Then also I have some brushes. I try to use thin brushes, to be honest. It's easy for me to control, and for the background I use the big ones. So this shape, the surround, it's pointed, it's more like a calligraphy brush. So this brush is good for background because it can hold water for a long time, and it's easy, it doesn't give any lines, it's easy to merge the background. And all the small brushes, so it's, and also we use a round hair brush for the watercolor. You can use flat hair, but it's most preferably to use the round hair brush. And watercolors, they come in tubes as well as in cake form. I prefer to use in a cake form, so I have this one, White Knight, which I use. So the cake form looks like this. I use this one because they have good pigment, and I prefer cake form because the fact is it's the pigment and the all the pigments and the gum that's used to join the pigment. It's been equally you divide it, so it's easy to use. When you put brush, it's easy to have the pigment, not only the gum, because what happen is the glue which combines the pigment. So when you have a tube, so it mostly stays on the top and the pigment goes down. So when you squeeze the new tube, so mostly the glue it comes out. So for me, I prefer to use these cake ones. And yeah, so let's first start with, let me change my camera, and let's start with some small demonstration about how to you play with watercolors, so you're gonna like it. So here is my screen. You can see this image. Let me show you. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. So this is the image on which we will be working, but right now I will be working on this page. So if you're getting the sheet from Dollarama, the main thing is you can use the rough side or you can use the soft side. So I prefer to use soft side instead of rough because it has a lot of texture. Some people like to use texture, but for me, I prefer to use less texture for watercolor. But I can show you on both the sides like how to go about it. So if when we start with watercolor, I have water with me. You can see it. So let's start with big brush. So if you're doing the background, let me show you just a second. Okay, oh, sorry, it's the first time I'm doing it, so I have no idea what it's doing. Yeah. Okay, so when we are doing it, we can put some water. We can make a box out of it. So see, this brush, it holds a lot of water. And then I will take my color. Let's take orange. Or if you put, you can merge it like this. And when there is an extra water, you can remove this extra water. And if you find there is more, I will take a tissue and I will remove this one. So this is like dark to light. I haven't used again, so it's from dark, it's just going light. But for doing that, I have used water. If you're not using water on the base, so let's do it without water. So I have some water on my cake, so you can see if I like use it. You can see how the color is. It's light and over here is dark. So you can again start. And when you want to finish, you dip it in the water and you can take this one and move it. So you can see if you're using water and if you're using without water. So first, when you start with the painting, you can, when you're doing the background, I prefer to use water because you can control it, you can have the lighter one, and when it is dry, you can easily make, like, you can do more layers on it. So yeah, you can add more layers. You can also, there's this one is basically for the short areas where you just have to fill just small amount, but for the big paper you can do this part. So let's do, so now let's do one more thing. I have some color on the brush. You can make a line out of it like this. So it's going out like dark to light. If you want the constant, you can go and then you can stop, and again, not from the edge, from the top, you can go, and again, if you want it, you can go from there again, like this. So this is how you can have the constant one, and this is how you have from dark to light. So if you have some brush, you can do like this. If you have like, if you bend it, it looks like, and with this brush you can also play with the tip. So that's the best part of this brush. So it is from Daler. I really like this brush. And let's start with the thin brushes. So I have some thin brush. And if you're going with a thin brush, you have a thin line from dark to light, or dark, and then you can start from here, you can start from here, and it goes like this. So you can practice doing line, or doing dark to light, or thick lines, then thick lines, and again thin lines. Like this one. I'm so sorry. So thick, thin, and it goes like this. Also, if I want to do a small box with a thin brush, I will do it like this. You can fill the box. And it goes over here. So this is, you can control the thin brush. It's easy to control the thin brush, but yeah, so for the background you can use that one. So now if it is dry, I can, if I want to work on this one, I can again take, I can take another color, and I can do another layer on it. Like this. So let's do with the thick brush color. Because we are doing light to dark, I will move a little bit of my sheet, move it like this, and then, sorry, so these are the transparent colors, so just they take the background color as well as. So this is how you do layers on top of it. And yeah, so and if you want, you can also do one more thing. If, because it's good to practice. I used to practice. I used to make a lot of backgrounds, mixing colors, and not only mixing it, it will be more like making sunset and making landscapes with these ones. So yeah, so you can take one color, and then I will take, I don't know why I'm liking these two colors a lot. So I can start from here, mix. So because this color had a lot of water, it merged. And if you want to merge, like gradually, you can do, okay, so if you want to merge it gradually, let's say, let's take yellow. Now let's take orange. So it's not gradually. So what I will do is I will take another brush with me and I will move it to the top. Clean it and again move it on the top. Clean it and again move it on the top. So you can see how gradually I'm doing it. I don't know why it's zooming in and zooming out. I have no idea about it. So yeah, so this is how you do it. Let me, if I can zoom a little bit more. So let me do it again so that you will get to know what I'm talking about. So you have one area. You start with yellow color. So let me do it here. You start with color yellow. Stop in one area, and then with the same brush, take an orange, merge it, and take a new brush. You don't need to put water, and you just merge it. So you take a little bit of orange. If it doesn't merge, it's okay. When it dries up, then do it. Otherwise, you can see the whiteness it will come because it's removing the color from there. So yeah, this is how you practice watercolor. So now you have seen how I'm doing the watercolor. So let's start with our the main image. So let me adjust my camera. Yeah, I can. Let's adjust this one. I think now you can see the full picture. I think, yeah. Now the full picture is here. I'll move my laptop a little bit. I have no idea why my phone is doing that, to be honest. Yeah. I hope it stays like this. Okay, so now we have this image with me. So I have shared this image with you and I will erase some of the extra lines if I have it to work on this one. So let's start with it. So for doing this work, it's a small work, so I will be using small brushes. So my main brushes will be using this brush and these two brushes. So first of all, I will have this one. I will take the color. Let me show you what colors I'm taking. So I will have an orange, take another one, I will have yellow. Let me put yellow over here. I can have this one instead of this. And yeah, that's the best part of the cake colors. You can have these ones. And for the green, I will have these two colors with me along with, let me take out another green over here. So I will be using just these colors for my artwork. So let's start. So for doing the flower, yeah. I have no idea why my camera is doing that. So I hope now it stays. So I have water with me. I'll take putting my brush in the water, and I will start with the yellow part. I will take the yellow color, mix, and just do the line. So while you are doing it, make sure you just leave some of the areas white, so it gives the light effect, like the light is being, you have light over there. So I'm putting some, it's just filling the area, that's it. And I'm starting from bottom so that it gradually it's giving me shadows. So I don't have to do it like there's a lot of water. So what I will do is I will use tissue paper, remove the excess one, and from bottom to here. So this is how you merge. So best thing about these colors, the pigment, it's a good they have good pigment. So you can see how bright these colors are. And I can take more of it. So I'm directly using the color because it has water in it. So I don't need to apply a lot of water. So this is how I will do the flower. So let's do another one. I will put some water in it. And let's do this one. So sorry, so let's start from the bottom to the top. Leave some area white. Let's start like this. And again, you can do with me. And if you feel like I'm going too fast, just let me know in the comment section so I can slow down a little bit. And after this video, you can also message me on Instagram. You can mail me what you have made, and if you need any help in what you're making, if you want to know anything, if you need any help, you can ask me. So I will always be available to answer all your questions. So let's take more color. And let's start. I think I have taken more. So let's go like this. And over here. So I'm starting from bottom to the top. And I'm taking, starting like this. You can see there's more of color over there, less over here. There's the transformation you can see. I'm taking the same one, some color, and here you go. And so you will do like this. Okay. So after doing that, we will use orange. Taking the orange color, I think I have taken a lot. Now I will use a second brush with me. So I will take second brush and I will merge it to the top. And I will take another brush which doesn't have water to merge here to give that dark and light effect. Again, I will use orange color. Put lines, and here we go. Take some water. Just washing it like this. Again, I'm taking more orange, a little bit of orange from here, and I'm doing this thing. Now I will take orange and I will be doing on the edge towards inside because I want to show it dark at the edge. And when it will be dry, I can take more orange and I can make these lines more prominent. And over here also I can make these lines a little bit more prominent. Like this. You can see me doing it. उसको पॉज रखो. चलो कोई बात नहीं करना. Okay, so again, कोई बात नहीं. Again, we will go with this one. We will start from the bottom, using another brush, going upward. Again, take color. And I can use this one because I have made lines. And take some more colors. I can march it. This one is a little bit, yeah. So you can see the effect, how the effect will be when it is dry or when the background is wet. So I will take some color. I choose this image because of the summertime. I love summer over here, and that's the best thing about it. So I want to show something more summery thing, right? So let's start with another one. Take some color. Take the brushes. I'm putting some water and merge it. This merge was easy because I put some water and then I take more. So I also work with gouache colors, to be honest. With gouache, we put less of water and more of color.
So when you work with gouache, I feel like now I'm not scared enough to use more colors in watercolor, because earlier what I used to do is I used to put a lot of water and less of color. So to give it that transparent effect. But now working with gouache, I'm more now it's easy for me to use. So you can see how, if if you have worked with gouache, you know it what I'm saying. Like, see, this is with a lot of water, this is with less water, so you can see the difference. So now let's work with the remaining area. I hope this is that you I hope it's come out good, to be honest. So it's easy, it's just you have to fill the all the objects. So for filling it, I will be using this color. It's You will see it's a dark color, but trust me, it's not. Okay, it's still wet, so I will try to put tissue, and then I will be putting my hand so that it doesn't spoil my work. And I will be going from here. See, just have to fill. If it's See, you can see a lot of water. I will use tissue to wipe the water like this. So, it's just like filling areas. With the leaf, I will start from let's start from the bottom over here, and I will make some outline, and I will leave some area white. See, I didn't leave it anyways. So let's start with another one. I will put my tissue over here so that it doesn't spoil my work. I will take the color, first do the outline. This is how we used to do in schools, and do the outline and just merge it. So you can see that there is a white areas to give that effect. Again, I will take color. This time I will do this area. Let me show you. Let me bring my camera a little bit down. More down over here. Perfect. I hope it doesn't move. It stays like that. So I'll take color. I will put my tissue over here. See. So now I have to rotate it a little bit because everything is wet. I will do the outline first. This brush is also good. This is Princeton, this one. So it also holds a lot of water. So I don't need to put water every time while I'm working with this brush. So I do the outline, then I take the color. So let me show you what color I'm taking. Yeah, sorry, I'm keeping it here. I'm taking the color and I'm doing it from top to bottom, leaving. So this work is from the miniature painting, Rajasthani miniature painting. So I have taken this image from there. I like how they treat natural colors on the sheet. See, you will see why I left some of this area white later on. So I will take more of color. So you can see there's some water over here. So that's why I'm taking water and putting it here. I hope you can see it. So now let's, I think there's a lot of water. Goes here. So this is the first layer. I like this color because of its brightness, to be honest, but it's also a light. So with watercolor, we always go from light to dark. Now, I'm taking this color and doing it. Okay, so let's also do this one. You can see how the color looks like. Now I will go towards the bottom one. So I will over here, take another line, and then we can do this one. Again, you can see it. Take some water because there's less water. I don't want to use too much of pigment. I need it to mix with water. And then same process here. I'm going from bottom to top. You are just filling the shapes. You can see this is dark, this is light because I use the same amount of color. It's just that this area is a smaller area as compared to this one. So in smaller area, the color it's looking dark. In the big areas, it becomes like a light one, as the one we did in the with the boxes. Small boxes they have more pigment. Lighter one they looks light. So it's the same amount of color I have used. Do the outline and then fill it. Try to leave some areas white, like transparent. Again, and oh, and I forgot to tell you, like I am doing it on the the soft side, not on the rough side. This one is rough side, this is the soft side. For practice, or maybe if you want, I like this Dollarama sheet. It has 300 GSM, so it's good for me. Any watercolor sheet which have 300 GSM, it's good. Use it. Okay, so I fill this area. Take some more water. Okay, there's one less water. put it, and now I am doing the strokes. Like this. You can make grass, and oh yeah, I forgot to make more grass. Use the back side of, of the brush to do the grass effect. I hope you can see this effect, this grass effect. It comes when you do from the back side. So this is the first layer of the leaves. Now we're gonna do the second layer. So for the second layer, same technique. So now we are not using this color. I'm putting it back so that you are not confused. I am not using yellow for the time being. I'm putting it back. I'm not using orange, and I'm now using green. So let's move it a little bit on the top, and we will have the same brush. Put it on the green color. We can see water on this one, but I feel like it's a lot of water. I will take my tissue and I will wipe some extra ones. So I put it nearby, and let's start with this one. Do the line drawing. So it's the dark color. Our leaves, they are dark to light, so we're gonna go from bottom to top. Let's do it again. In this one, I will be doing just one side to show the shadow effect, and then I will do the line drawing. I have seen with some of the folk art, they do the line drawing. I mean, they do the boundary of the object. So I will take some color. I need more pigment, and I will just do the lines like this, dark and light. Again, I think it's dry. I can put hand. So let's start from this one, from the side. Let me move it a little bit down. Let's start from this area, because then we'll go from left to right. Otherwise, I will keep on touching the other areas. Okay, let me put color nearby me. Take the color and go from bottom to top. Again, do the line drawing. I like how the folk art they do the storytelling. I really love it. See how I did it? It doesn't have too much of water, that's the thing. It has very less water, but it still has the water. Do the outline, and from bottom you merge it like this. I feel like I can do one more line over here. Again, take some and put in water because there is less water. It's not too liquidy, but it's more like it's damp. And let's do this one. So we have 10 more minutes for this session. So let me finish it fast for you. You just have to follow the same process for all the leaves. And if you are doing it at home, you can the link will be shared with this video, so you can share your artwork with me on Instagram, on Facebook, or on YouTube, anywhere you want to share, and you can ask anything and I can help you out. So I'm not doing the full color, I'm just giving the strokes. See the strokes? Stroke thing. And then I can do it from the back. Stroke. And with some color, I will do just one stroke. Just one. With this, when it dries, okay, so this one, just one stroke. On the top, one stroke. Over here, one stroke. I hope you can see that one. So now, take some more color. Oh, it's too much. So, because I don't want to fill it full, I just need it to fill the. Let's even it out. And the best part about watercolor is you can remove these pencil lines after it dries. You can do that. Again, it's too much of water for me. I don't want that. I'm just doing the line drawing. And yeah, then strokes. Follow the same steps. Five strokes. And then take some more color to do that one. Now we're left with these 3 leaves. Same. 2 line drawing. Strokes. Take some more color to the center line. You can see the variation. And again, at the bottom, take some more colors to the outline and at the center. Take some color to this. And then some line over here to give the effect like this. And now we are left with just one more small thing, a small insect that we are making. So for this I will be using a thin brush. I have these two thin brush, so I will be taking one of it. I will be putting some pucker, and yeah, if you feel like my voice was echoed during the beginning of the video, I can again, in the next session, I can again talk about watercolor, the basics of watercolor. So do the line drawing. Here, and then take a little bit of color to the legs. Like this. And when it dries, you can again take some color and just use some line drawing. And this is how your work is being done. Let me show you the full image, how it looks like. Let me take it a little bit more further. More further. Yeah. So this is how it looks like. And this is what we did. And this is how you can do watercolor in an easy way. And over here we have some basics that we have done before going to the watercolor. So on next Saturday we will be doing some more watercolor. If you want, I can do another flower, and then we can switch towards human forms and some landscape, nature, and yeah, so you will go forward by that. So every Saturday at 12 o'clock I will be live here. So till then, I will, oh, that's my phone. I'll see you on next Saturday. Bye. Take care.